Hi guys, I'm Jody Lamb, and I am the author of Easter Ann Peters' Operation Cool. It's a middle grade novel for tweens about coping with parental alcoholism. And this is the Children of Alcoholics week, and so it's very fitting that I share with you some things about my life. I'm 30 years old, and I would say of the 11,000 or so days that I've been alive, every single one of those days have been affected negatively in some way by alcoholism in my family. It has nearly killed some of the people I love dearest, and it's a widespread problem today still in my large, lovable family. But when I was young, we didn't speak of that, and I certainly didn't tell anyone outside of my family because I worked hard to keep it a secret. I was ashamed, and I thought it was a problem unique to our family, and I was ashamed. And these alcoholics in my family caused me a lot of worry and pain and a lot of terrible, terrible times. And today I'm stronger for it, but there are many things that I wished someone had shared with me that I know today. Actually, 7 major things. The first one is you are not alone. An estimated 1 in 4 kids in the U.S. has an alcoholic parent. That's a quarter of the kids in your class, on your team, in your neighborhood, who are going through the same stuff as you. And that research by the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism doesn't take into account some of the addictions that we have recently with prescription drugs. So you could very well know just as many people who are going through these kinds of problems at home as you know who are not. 2, you can't cause a parent or someone else to drink or drink less. Regardless of what an alcoholic tells you, you cannot make them do that. They drink because they're addicted to drinking. And when they blame others for their drinking, it's only because they're disappointed in their decisions and the way that the disease has control over them. 3, you can't cure it, you can't control it, and you definitely can't make them stop drinking. And I poured out so many bottles of alcohol. I worked so hard to prevent things from happening that I thought would cause stress and cause them to drink more. I did everything. I was the perfect, well-behaved student. I was the hero child. And when that didn't work, I thought I'd try the opposite. So I went down the path that my alcoholic loved ones did, and I went to parties, and I drank. And I looked for negative attention. And that didn't work. They kept drinking. I thought they'd think, oh, we're a bad influence on her, we'll stop. But they didn't. They kept drinking. No matter what I did, I wrote letters, I cried my eyes out, I begged. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was wasting my time, and I definitely was not taking good care of myself. And I was actually preventing my alcoholic loved ones from realizing that they needed help. And finally, as an adult, I realized that alcoholics only stop drinking when they recognize that they're addicted, and they know that they need help, and they reach out for it and they get it. 4, you have one ultra-critical, top priority, important job in this world. Your responsibility in life is to make sure that you are safe, you are healthy, and you are happy. That's it. If you do not feel safe, you need to ask for help. If you are worried all the time, you need to ask for help. If you don't feel hopeful about the future, you need to ask for help. And that's a hard thing to do. It is so scary. But your responsibility is to take care of yourself, and you'll be so glad that you reached out for help. 5, ignore stupid grown-ups. So it turns out in grown-up land, I've discovered that there are a lot of stupid grown-ups. And they like to squash the dreams of young people with their negativity. And it's because they're full of regrets about their own lives and their forgotten dreams. So listen only to the grown-ups who tell you that you're going to make your dreams happen. And it's going to be hard, and you're going to face challenges. But you're going to take the different path. You don't have to go down the path that your alcoholic loved ones did. You're going to break the cycle because you're amazing, and you're going to have an extraordinary life if you believe in that. 6, school yourself. So would you believe that I was 21 years old before I finally marched myself to the library and studied alcoholism? This was before I knew that Google was a verb. And I was completely blown away by what I discovered, that alcoholism is a global, widespread problem, and that my family's little drinking problems were actually severe cases of alcoholism. And I learned that the more addicted a person becomes, the harder it is for them to stop on their own. And that alcoholism changes a person's brain, and they need medical help, and they need counselors, and they need to go in for treatment. So school yourself about alcoholism. And on my website, jodilam.com, if you click on the Resources tab, you'll find a list of the websites that I've found to be most helpful in learning about alcoholism. And 7, help is there. So even if you're not sure if your parent or other loved one is an alcoholic, reach out to another family member you trust, or a teacher or a counselor, and tell them about what's going on at home. Also consider Alateen meetings. Alateen is a part of the Al-Anon family groups, and it's a support group for teenagers and tweens to get together who are affected by alcoholic family members. And there you can let your guard down and relax and share about what's happening in your life, or just listen. And you'll get a lot of strength from that. They meet in community centers and churches and schools. And if you Google Alateen and Al-Anon family groups, you'll find the link to the website there that has a list of locations of meetings and also a phone number you can call for that information. There's also a great online community called Children of Addicted Parents and People that's out of the UK, and they have online messaging boards for people between the ages of 7 and 30 who are affected by addicted family members. And there are mentors and people who've gone through the same thing you have, who are doing well today, who can offer their words and share their stories to help you. And most importantly, if at any time of the day or night you feel that you are in danger, you do not feel safe, please call Child Help USA at 1-800-422-4453, and they have professional trained counselors who work around the clock who can take your call and help you. I wish you the best of luck, and for those who are affected by this, please do what you can to raise awareness about this and share your stories about how you're coping. Thank you.